we got the Kansas City Chiefs versus the Philadelphia Eagles. Now, I know a lot of people, and Lamont, you kind of touched on it a little bit. I know a lot of people are mad. A lot of people, I know personally, being from the DMV, I kind of wanted to see Jaden Daniels and the Commanders in the Super Bowl. I already knew GOAT Mahomes was going to be there. Y'all already know really what's up with that. You know what's up with that. Come on, bro. I've been saying it for how long now? Y'all know what's up with that. But I will say, and I'm going to let Lamont kind of give me his thoughts and his predictions. I will say that in my opinion, these are legitimately the best teams in each conference. As much as I hate to admit it because I don't like the Eagles, I don't like Eagles fans, I don't like none of them, none of that. And I know Lamont don't either. As a Cowboys fan, I know Lamont don't either. But I feel like the Eagles, after adding Saquon, the Eagles were the best team in the NFC, if we're being for real. And if we're being for real, you can blame it on the refs, you can blame it on whatever. They're the two-time defending champs, back-to-back champs. The Chiefs are the best team in the AFC. So I will say that for the first time in, I feel like a decent amount of time, the two best teams are actually in the Super Bowl. Now, they may not be who we all wanted to see, but I will say that I do think that they are the best teams from each conference. But that being said, Lamont, let me know what you think of the Super Bowl. Who you think's going to pull it out?
You know, if I don't say who I think is going to win the correct team, there are going to be a lot of my friends, my mother included, everybody's going to be at my head if I don't say this team. I'm gonna go Philly. I'm
Oh
going.
my God, y'all!
Look,
He's
look,
saying it.
look.
You see the star in the background, right? Y'all see the star behind him, right? He's saying this with the star behind him.
Look, nah. But no. So the reason why I'm going with Philly, personally, throughout the entire NFL season, there hasn't been one team outside of maybe Detroit that I could say was flat out better than Philadelphia. And even in the games that we've lost, outside of the Tampa Bay game this season, I can confidently say nobody has beaten Philly except Philly. You look at that Atlanta Falcons Monday night game, right? I believe they end up kicking the field goal on their last possession. If they completed the pass to Saquon Barkley, the little RPO that they like to run, if Saquon Barkley catches that, they win the game, right? And
Facts.
then you look at the game against the Commanders, the second matchup, right? Jalen Hurts goes out with a concussion, changes the whole trajectory of the game. Now, granted, they still had a chance to win. Kenny Pickett played decent enough to still win. Devontae Smith drops a walk-in touchdown, right? They end up kicking the field goal. Jaden Daniels drives down the field and then wins the game for him, right? So, I
Salute
mean,
to Jaden Daniels. I don't want to
yes,
throw you off, but salute to Jaden
no, you're
Daniels.
good.
You know, DMV legend already. DMV legend already, bro.
Who just
From
got
being
announced
there.
as our offensive rookie of the year,
Yes, sir. Shout out to Jaden Daniels holding the city down. We
for
love you.
sure.
We showing love. You know what I mean? So salute to him. But go ahead, Lamar. I just wanted to give him his props because he
Oh,
did his
no,
thing. Greatest rookie season I've ever seen from a quarterback in my
I'm,
life.
I'm with you. And actually, to touch on Jaden Daniels really quick, I was in Fredericksburg with my boy DA. Shout out my boy DA Wilson, diehard Commanders fan. We went to Kickback Jackson, Fredericksburg. When I say I've seen nothing but Commanders jerseys
Yes,
everywhere, I
sir.
said, yo, I don't remember the last time I seen this. And you know, like, of course, you have your 1 to 2 tables with the Detroit Lions jerseys, boo, whatever the case may be. But
Yeah.
no, but I believe Jaden Daniels is bringing back the resurgence of Commanders fans, which is something that
Facts.
I'm not gonna lie. I know I'm a boys fan, but also I enjoy football. I enjoy the sport, and I believe certain teams like the Commanders slash Redskins being relevant in football. I believe that's something that the NFL needs. You know, there are certain teams where you're like, yo, like we need for you guys to be good so they can be more
Facts.
eyes. So shout out Jada Daniels. But to go back to my Super Bowl prediction, I'm going Philly. And the difference is going to be the run game of Saquon Barkley and Jalen Hurts. Now, which is a greater challenge? It is. But something that I do want to throw out there. The Chiefs are giving up a buck 60 in the postseason. Rushing yards per game. So I'm curious to see what Steve Spagnuolo, what designs he's going to throw out there for Jalen Hurts. Now, if it's a game where, you know, he's going to make Philly beat them by throwing the ball. Okay, cool. We still got Devontae Smith and AJ. And and we still got Dallas Goddard. And also, not to mention, we still got running backs that can still catch out the backfield in Saquon Barkley.
Weapons
You know what
everywhere.
I'm saying?
Philly got
Game
weapons
well.
everywhere.
So it's just like, and then you have arguably one of the best defense, if not the best defense in Philly to me. And this is no disrespect to Kansas City, who also has a really great defense, but
Yeah, they do.
they got some bad boys over there. They got some bad boys over there. So I got Philly by 3.
By 3. Shout out to y'all making your parlays out there. You heard them by 3. Now, I'm going to say this because you really hit the nail on the head. The Chiefs do have a pretty solid defense, but their Achilles heel is run defense. Like, that is actually their biggest weakness. And Philly's biggest strength is running the ball with Saquon, obviously, and Jalen Hurts. Like, you seen Josh Allen even in the AFC Championship giving them troubles on those like 4th and shorts, like just like their version of the tush push. You know the Eagles are gonna abuse that. You know Saquon is gonna break at least one 50-yard touchdown. Like it's automatic. You know he gonna break at least one. So it's like, man, and their defense is solid. Like Philly is the more complete team easily. Saquon is a game changer. I got the Chiefs, man. You know what it is, bro. Like I understand y'all be hating, y'all want to blame the rest. You know they did this. They always do this to the great ones. They always do this to the great ones when they just be dominated so much the way the Chiefs and Patrick Mahomes has. They always want to be like, oh, it's the refs. Oh, is they cheating? They this is that. No, bro. Sometimes you get to just sit there and witness greatness, and that's what we're doing. If you're 30 and under, shit, if you're 40 and under, you are witnessing the greatest quarterback of all time. Yeah, I said it. Yeah, I said it, bro. I know you guys like Brady. You old heads like Montana. True, I like Peyton Manning. We are witnessing the greatest quarterback ever. And once he completes this 3-peat, not if, but when he completes this 3-peat.
Here we go.
There's nothing else to be said. There's nothing else to talk about. There's nothing else you can say that's going to change what you already know in your heart. And that is that Patrick Mahomes is the greatest quarterback ever, and the Kansas City Chiefs may just be the greatest football dynasty ever. And that's what's about to happen on Sunday. You heard it here first. That's what's about to happen. Yes, I know the Eagles have a more complete team. They have a better running game. They might even have the better defense. But when you look across that field and you see number 15, sometimes there's nothing you can do. Ask Josh Allen. Josh Allen, the second best quarterback in the league, 0-4 in the playoffs. You know why? Because when you look over and you see that man, there's nothing you can do about that.
I'm going to stop you there.
You gotta take your lashes.
I'm going to stop you there. You said who was the second best QB in the NFL?
You heard what I said, Mont.
Hey.
He beat your boy. He beat your boy. He beat your boy.
So.
You heard what I said.
So you have him number 2 with no accolades to show for it? No. I'm not letting this rock. No.
Who not getting MVP this year? Who getting MVP this year?
Hey, look, man. Look.
Huh?
To me, look. I'm giving it to the great 8. But that's just me being biased. It might be me.
He's gonna win it though. I do think Lamar gonna win it though.
And that's number 3 for him. But at the same time, I'm gonna be critical when I say this. You now have 3 MVPs. At some point, it gets to a point where we're asking, when will you get over the hump? And I mean, it's not if. It's a matter of when now. Because
you at least make the Super Bowl. You
right,
at least get there.
Right, because I genuinely do believe Lamar Jackson will get there at some point of his career, but it's just a matter of when.
Agreed.
It's a matter of when. Because as great of a QB he is, as much of a game changer he is, he's too damn good to not make a Super Bowl.
Agreed.
And I know in the history of the NFL, there have been some QBs who have never had a chance to go, put up some of the craziest other numbers that they have in their career.
Shout out Phillip Rivers. Phillip Rivers, for y'all that don't know, is He's one of the greats for real. He's really one of the greats. Never been to a Super Bowl.
And I believe he's top 10 in passing yards of all time. Never got there. Never got there. So,
that was kind of my thing about Mahomes. For Phillip Rivers, you run into Manning, you run into Brady every year. That's how Josh Allen kind of looking like, damn, bro. Like,
hey, Ben Roethlisberger and Joe
Don't bring up Joe Flacco. Don't bring up Joe Flacco.
Joe Flacco still has one of the best playoff runs that I've seen personally.
Facts.
No interceptions thrown. No interceptions. And you beat Tom Brady. You beat Peyton Manning to get to the Super Bowl. And you beat Colin Kaepernick in New Orleans. Ironically, where the Super Bowl is at this season.
Crazy.
So come on, man. Shout out playoff Joe, man.
Nah, does have one of the craziest. He has like if we're translated to basketball, if anyone remembers Dirk's championship run where he beat Kobe, he beat the Spurs and beat LeBron in that Heat team to win a championship. Joe Flacco and Dirk have two of the most impressive rings in sports history. I will say that.
I agree.
Right. Big facts on that. But I don't know, man. I guess we're split. Y'all let us know what you think. You taking the Eagles or the Chiefs? I just think I don't have any logic behind it. There's no like the Eagles are the better overall team. I will acknowledge that, but sometimes goats just do what goats do, and that's what y'all are about to see. And once it happens, there's no more denying it. There's no more talking around it. There's no getting around it. It is what it is.
We'll see, man.
We'll see.
Fly, Eagles, fly, man. I know.
He said, "Look at the star." I want y'all to look at the star when you hear him say that.
Hey, look, man. It is what it is. There is a picture of me holding a Philadelphia Eagles coaster, man. So I'm being held for ransom right now. It is what it is. But in all seriousness though, this playoff Eagles team, this Eagles playoff team that's going to the bowl now, I believe that this team is better than the year they lost to Kansas City in the Super Bowl. And I believe this team is better than the Eagles team that even won the Super Bowl against New England.
I agree with that too. I agree. And they don't have any weaknesses for him.
And of course, Saquon plays a huge part in that. But again, going back to that defense is stifling, man. There's you can't get much past those boys, man. I'm sorry.
No, you're right. They just
you can't. They got dogs on that side.
They can score. Would they put up 55 on the Commanders?
Exactly.
Man, what?
They got dogs on that side, though, man.
Yeah. Nah, it's gonna be a good one. But we gonna backtrack a little bit before we talk about Kung Fu Kenny and his halftime performance. Thank you for watching another episode of The Last Word. Make sure you subscribe, like, and leave a comment down below so you're not missing out on any of the new content I drop on the channel. Love.